Hi, this is the man from Modesto. I just found an amazing prophecy, and I want to read this, and I'm going to add to it confirmations from other sources that I've seen. And this is a prophecy about the last U.S. president, A Time to Flee, by Angel Dahilig. This was originally published in released August 17, 2003. On the early morning of April 21st, 2002, I believe the Lord spoke to me in a dream. I saw myself inside of the White House of the United States of America. I knew that President Bush had just moved out and the next president was to move in. I heard or knew that President Bush's presidency was represented by the color yellow. It seems like I saw a pale yellow. I heard, the tribulation has already begun, but some haven't recognized it as having begun yet. I also heard, some have wondered if President Bush is the Antichrist, but he is not. And President Bush will complete out his term. The next president was yet to move in, and I saw that his color was a drab, bluish gray. But I was perplexed because if the new president hadn't actually moved in yet, why was I seeing the White House walls painted in this drab gray color already? While I was in the White House, I had the feeling of dread in my heart, and I just wanted to get out of there and run. And I heard these words about the next president or leader. He will be dreadful and fearful. Joy will escape at that time. It will be a time to flee, to escape. I also heard that the next president, quote, will be the end. I heard these exact words, quote, within 48 months will be the end. That's 4 years. That was the time frame I heard at the time that I had the dream in April 2002. That is 48 months from this point, April 2006. But then I heard these reassurances from the Lord. But those who look to me, I will exalt. I will keep. Okay. I want to say that I'm going to put a link for this over here, and I want to say that there's a lot of commentary, and what I've learned from trying to understand and interpret my own dreams is that my commentary usually is worthless, and after it comes to pass, I look and I see how it exactly matched the vision, but how my understanding of it usually lacked. So the 48 months could be from April 2006, which would bring us to April 2010, or it could be 48 months from the inauguration of the last president. I don't know. Okay, but I do know that this president should be the last. I have another video called Last President U.S. Prophecy. Okay, here's the more. I saw a correlation of what I heard in my dream and what is written in this passage of Scripture. Okay, now she just has more commentary. Okay, now here's another dream by a man, this is a series of visions by a man named Johanni Wolfgram. It's called Dream of the Cleansing of America. A dream that he had in 1989, seeing the future of America as told to a close friend. It was a dream of the cleansing of America. Here are a few salient points that he mentioned. 1. The big economic collapse, which leads to chaos, will occur in the last year of the second term of the son of George Bush, who will become president. Okay, so this dream by Johanni Wolfgram is already confirmed. It's a vetted dream. There's a big economic collapse in the last year of the presidency of the son of George Bush. Remember, this is from 1989. So this dream said that the president at that time, George Bush Sr., George Walker Bush, is that right? Yeah, George Bush Sr., whatever his middle name is, that his son would become the president, which happened with George W. Bush, with W. So this dream is already vetted. There will be a great drought at about this same time all over the country. I'm in California. I can tell you we're having a serious drought. I overheard a couple dairymen talking about opening up their deep wells, and people are signing contracts to sell the water from their deep wells for $250,000 a year. This man signed a contract. Okay. Many in the church will become unrighteous and apostatize. Again, this is confirmed by me. This is something that I saw years ago in the mid-90s. I saw that I would leave Philadelphia, move to the West Coast, move back east, and then I'd move back to California. And those things happened. I moved from Philly to Cali to Georgia and then back again to California. And I saw that when I arrived in California, I would be happy because I would see a lot of people filled with light. But that one by one, those lights would go out, and those people would either leave or become filled with darkness. And I watched until in the dream there was only one other person, and then I left. And that's why I've said previously that I will be one of the last, that I will leave late in the game. Okay, so here we go. Many in the church will become, okay, now here's something else interesting. There will be a nuclear bomb or bombs go off in northern Utah that will affect as far south as Salt Lake Valley. Just this month I started noticing the word Utah everywhere, and it was coming up when I was praying in tongues. So, and that's something I've noticed before. Previously, a few months ago, I kept hearing the word Korea for months, hearing the word Korea, Korea, Korea. So, and now just this word Utah is coming up. And also the number 311. I don't know what that means, 311. Okay, hundreds of millions of foreign troops, Chinese, Russian, Germans, Latin Americans, etc., according to other prophecies, will invade America. I've talked about this. You can see my other videos. The main foreign force in this area will be Chinese or Chinese-looking troops mixed with Latin American troops. That's correct. It will be Chinese and Japanese, and we will fight them here. He said that in the third year of the second term of President Bush, the U.S. economy would collapse, which in turn would cause a series of events, including an invasion of foreign troops. Okay, that did happen. They pretty much masked that. They hid numbers and used, I don't know, statistics or reporting, choice reporting efforts to kind of mask the fact that the economy was in a lot of trouble. But it's clear that the collapse did happen at least in the fourth year of George Bush, and most likely before that. The housing market certainly collapsed some time ago. Okay, and that's all I need to read from there. I'm going to put a link again. Look at the content that she's giving from these two different dreams, and I'm going to make this a response video to where I have 3 other dreams, my own and those of 2 other men, about the 44th president being the last one. Or maybe, as she said, a president or leader, because one of those dreams says that that the 43rd was the last president, and many people agree that Barack Obama is a usurper and doesn't meet the minimum qualification to be a president because he's not a citizen of the United States. He wasn't born here, he wasn't naturalized here, which still wouldn't even qualify him. And he certainly lost his citizenship when he traveled to Indonesia. Anyhow, this is the man from Modesto, reminding you as always to pray or be defeated. Be seeking God with all your heart, mind, and soul at this time.